Hey everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figure review, and this time it is for Fennec Shand in the Vintage Collection. And again, the figures that Hasbro has been coming out with, the new sculpts, have been phenomenal. Just they've just been blowing me away. Um, it's just been absolutely insane. And Fennec Shand is no exception. She is just as incredible as like Bo Katan is, I would say, basically a perfect figure um, in the line. There's not much I would change about that. Maybe just like tidying up the paint apps a little bit, but that's about it. Fennec Shand is just like this figure is incredible. And you'll be able to see it a little better if. There we go. Look at that. But even just like all the little details, like I was looking at a picture um, of her online to see the costume, to see if there's anything like that wasn't painted that maybe I could touch up and um, make look a little better. But I mean, they got like the little bit of paint there. They got a little bit of paint on that thing there. Um, they painted that little armor piece on the back. Um, I was impressed that they have a third piece of or a second piece of soft goods with an actual like um, printing on it in the back. Like I thought it was just one piece all the way around, but they went through the effort of like adding like layers to it. She's got the rocker ankles, just like all the new figures have been doing. Good range of motion on that. Can go like all the way back. Um, pretty much flat. Only issue with I think some of the new figures is like they don't. She's fine. I know like Boba Fett has the rocker ankles, the new one, but his feet don't go forward too much. And they have been using a nice sturdy plastic for a lot of the feet or the boots, the boot bottoms, which is um, in I compare it to the Hondo, who was one of the first with rocker ankles that they really started doing. And he had a very soft plastic that, like, if you went like this, you could bend it in half if you wanted to. But they have been doing a much sturdier plastic, which is much appreciated. She's got the ball, or like it's just everything you need. She's got the hinged wrists, um, ball jointed head, waist. It's all there. She can get into like she's got the new hip articulation, so it's just a dream to pose now. You can just get uh, whatever you need her to do. She'll get in the pose for you. Perfect crouch. Sometimes some figures like they might when you put them in a crouching position, sometimes their thigh the thigh piece is a little too long and kind of like throws off the evenness of the kneel. Yeah, you get the like little stamp on there. Looks great. Got all the detail in there. Just looks so good. The likeness is awesome. Paint apps are awesome. They even did like all the little detail on the hair, which that is one thing that you could come on now. This is one part where they could use a little. It's off a little bit here and there, but I mean, it still looks great. And she comes with like an insane amount of accessories that's like totally unnecessary. She comes with a come on now. She comes with a spatchka. Um, Spotchka is the blue liquid that... Oh, come on now. There we go. This is the one that she comes with. There's another one behind her there that came with the Cantina set. That one had a little... Looks like a little more was drunk out of it, so I figured it'd be more fitting for her. One accessory they could have left without. I think she has it at the end with when she takes over the palace with Boba Fett. Is this blaster here? Mine's a little warped. I think I left it in like a figure on top of it. I kind of bent it a little bit. Very difficult to get her hand on this. I mean, you can, but there's not much space here to like get her, like to get like the finger in the trigger hole, and then to get the thumb around like this part here. It's kind of a pain in the butt, so it's whatever. But they included it. Something that the Black Series didn't even have that. The Black Series just has the helmet and this gun, which I think I'm going to clip a little bit in the end. There's a little extra plastic there. But, I mean, again, the only thing this is missing is there's like a little brown on the end of the rifle in the show. But they got the little orange bits here. Gotta say, with Fennec, she's got her outfit, and she rolls with it for her entire career, it seems, because she was wearing it in the Clone Wars, and she's wearing it like 30 years later. So, definitely cool. You can loop that around her, however which way you want to do it. Shoulder, across the chest, if you so desire. Here. Oh, she was picking up a bounty from Grief Cargo over here, so that's what's going on here. Oh my goodness! It's real time, people. Real time. Ruined the illusion a little bit. There we go. The illusion has been reestablished. Awesome detail to this figure. They've been doing, I don't know who decides whether it's a removable head with a swappable helmet or removable helmet, but let's keep doing the swappables because it helps so much with the scaling issues, and I think that would be a good way to deal with like the Clone Trooper, the Phase 2. I know a lot of people have issues with that being oversized, and I think it would be a great idea if they just did pop-on helmets. I don't know, why not? Just use a sturdy plastic, just pump a million of them out, and just throw them in, paint them up however you need to. But let us show how much cooler this figure can be. There she is, if you ever were curious as to what Fennec Shand looked like without her head, that is it. So head pops off on a little ball, and you can actually pull the ponytail out. Got a little, so it's a soft rubber. And then you take the helmet. Actually, one little detail that I was very impressed by is on the bottom of the helmet. If you will. Come on now. There we go. You can see in the back, they actually have like a little bit of like sculpted hair. Like that was so unnecessary, but they did it and it's awesome. And the other thing is you can't like see her eyes. It's just like a solid bit there, which I'm glad they didn't try and put like some wonky eyes in there. Probably wouldn't have come out looking too good. But there's a little hole there, and you plug that in. I'm gonna work it in there a little bit. And pop that on. I would say the only thing that this figure is missing as far as paint apps is the side of her helmet right there. There's like a couple little bits that have like silver detail, and there's like this ribbing here, these vents on the back. I might go over that with little black weathering and just kind of bring those out a little more, and might just do the couple little dabs of paint to really finish up that helmet. But other than that, she's just an amazing figure. Like, come on, look at that, looks so good. One thing, the only thing the Black Series has over this figure is that you can like manipulate the helmet a little bit, because it's like a removable helmet rather than a swappable head and helmet. The only thing that figure has over this is that you can see her eyes like through that little slit, but it does not take away from this figure looking absolutely awesome. And I just can't wait to see what else Hasbro pumps out. Like, it is frustrating. They do lots of repaints, and the new figures are far and few between sometimes. But I mean, they're putting the Mando bits to good use for a lot of the cool like Death Watch Mandos and the Loyalists, and there's just tons of cool figures that they're coming out with. And we got new ones sprinkled in here and there. I'm sure there's several that they are going to announce at some point during the year. Who knows when? But I know that this figure right here is an absolute must-have. And she even looks great on the card too. I have the card. I forgot to bring it for this video. Please forgive me. But why spoil it? Go out, find it yourself. You need to get this figure. Go find it. They're hitting targets right now. I know my local store, I checked earlier today, 2 more cases should be on the way for later this week. So they're getting decent stock in, and 2 Fennecs per case. You'll find one eventually. Keep looking. I know it can be frustrating, but I think the problem is that we haven't been able to hunt for a while. So when we do go and hunt, we don't find anything. We get super disappointed because it's far and few between when we get figures sometimes in stores. But it's still the hunt. It can still be fun. Get out there, get looking. Follow some places on some profiles on Instagram and whatnot. Yak Face is a good source for when figures start hitting stores. They usually post when things start popping up. They'll be like, hey, the shipping manifest says that they're in the United States, and then when they hit stores and somebody finds them, they'll post pictures and where the picture is from, like what state, and that can kind of give you a good idea as to when they might start hitting stores around you. So yeah, Fennec Shand gets a glowing endorsement from me, and you can go to my Instagram, JohnRunner88, as well, and see some pictures of her. I do have a little nick in the helmet there. Don't know, it's a little molding issue, but hey, she's had this helmet for like 30 years. It's gonna have a few dings in it. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, and go find yourself a Fennec Shand. The light went off. That kind of killed the mood real quick, right? But it's like, hey, wrap it up. So that's what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.